Hey everybody, Paperclip here. We're going to be playing some more EU4 today. This is my first video of the Cossacks, the new DLC that Paradox has released on December 1st. It's got a lot of cool new features like the random new world, which I'll just start and show you off. If I click this, it's going to take a little bit. But you'll see, it's actually pretty damn cool, the new world generation. It's not like the last one, like there's actually some logic behind it, it seems. I was not a big fan of the last one, but this one's quite interesting. Alright, all the blue is what the new land's going to look like. As you see, Portugal is pretty much screwed. They can't really colonize much of anything. They're going to have to try and go up there because they definitely aren't going to be able to get down here. But as you see, it makes completely different countries. Here, I'll move over here so you can actually see what this one looks like a bit. I noticed that this bottom part, I've done a couple of these just to test it, just to see how it looks and everything. But this bottom part always seems to be there more often than not. And this top part seems to be there. So it seems like it focuses on the poles more often than not. Right here you have all these, and there is something called Fantasy Random New World. There's highly advanced native empires in the Random New World, which basically they end up being like Western tech, and they would basically be like this entire island system would be like one nation. And as you can see, there's a lot of provinces here, so they would be quite powerful. They would be larger than France province-wise. Now all those provinces aren't too highly developed like over in France like they are. Oh, they also changed the development thing. Now for a province to look green, you have to have at least 30 development in the province. If you don't have at least 30 development in the province, it is this yellow color, and that's up till 20, and then it's this orangish color up till 10, and then anything below 10 is now just the normal like clayish color. So yeah, that's something new as well. Nothing in the new world starts really high, as you would expect. But anyway, that's the random new world. We are going to be playing as a horde, because hordes also have something very cool and new. There's this thing called syncretic faiths, which basically, when you're a Tengri nation, it's only for Tengri nations. You can basically fake a faith. So right now we are saying our syncretic faith is Confucian. So when we meet Confucius people, we're just like, you believe in Confucius? We believe in Confucius. Isn't that weird? We should be friends. And that's basically how it works, is just like that. So it's quite funny how it actually works, because you're basically just lying through your teeth about what you believe in to make other people like you more. I think it's hilarious. I think it's awesome. And you can also raise provinces and get development for raising provinces now as well, which is another thing I want to try and do and see how well that goes for us. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go ahead and do Iron Man. I did start this. As you can see, it's only on 1445, so I didn't really get very far. It was just a little test run to see how things go, get a feel for it. This time, we're gonna roll with it. Alright, so we are Jianzhou. We're gonna go ahead and get a couple cavalry built right off the bat. And we'll go ahead and... Nah, we're not going to get another archer right now. We're going to go ahead and mothball all of them. Take this guy. Don't mothball him. Have him protect in Yeren. Do we have our merchant? No, we don't. Have our merchant collect in Yeren as well. And yeah, that'll be good for right now. It's not like we can really do too much else with it, but go ahead and do speed 3. Go ahead and set our rivals. Yeren, Korea, Haxi. Who does Haxi hate? Haxi hates all of them. Yeren hates everybody. We hate Yeren. Haxi hates me and Yeren. Korchin only hates Yeren and them. So we're gonna go ahead and get an alliance with these guys. Do I have anything for it? No. I'm gonna get Unite the Church and Tribes. Go ahead and get an alliance here. Go ahead and set it as friendly. That's a new thing as well. You can actually set like how you would get nations like friendly towards you and things like that. You can go ahead and say, I view you as friendly, or I view you as hostile, and so on and so forth. Like I can come over here to the Oiriat, or to Mongolia. I can just basically say, I view you guys as friends. You guys are awesome. So, let's go ahead right into it. Korchin has accepted our offer for a military alliance. Great. Korea will not. They hate our guts. They have Conquer Cocoon, which of course is my capital. They're also allied with Korchin. These guys are allied with nobody. So I think we're going to go ahead and start with them. Because they're going to be the easiest target to go for. We're going to go ahead and try to take as much of his land as we possibly can. Lose Horde Unity, lose Admin. What do I get for losing Horde Unity? I have Discipline and Unrest. Do I see this anywhere? No, I don't really see it anywhere. Well, I guess take the Horde Unity, because we're going to be raising provinces, so we're going to end up getting unity anyway. We're going to go ahead and improve relations with him. I'm going to go ahead and improve relations. No. We're going to improve relations with Ming, and we're going to improve relations with Mongolia. I believe Uzbek. Yeah, Uzbek hates the Oiriat, so they'll probably back Mongolia. Mongolia want backing. Cannot reach the Oiriat. Well, that sucks. Alright, alright. Yeah, we'll take a royal marriage with you, Korchin. Black news indeed. Our king has already died. No child can be a Khan. He will die. We'll lose 25 Horde Unity, and we get a 5-3-4. I'm honestly not too upset about that. It sucks losing stability like the 4th month of the game, but it's only -1, so it's not that bad. This is a new thing too. We can now name our heirs. And it's not gonna let me pause. There we go. So what's our guy's name? Yongyan. We'll do that. Yongyan the second king. I probably butchered that pronunciation. I am sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and get people up here. He's not at war with anybody yet. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and just one more guy, just for a body. And we're gonna go right to war with Yeren. Oh yeah, this is a new thing as well. You can come in here, so diplomatic feedback, which basically when you go to different countries, you'd be like, okay, well this guy plans on having all of that. He plans on thinking all of that is strategic, but he doesn't actually want it. Hixie thinks all that's strategic. I think that and this is strategic. And Yeren's just ambitious. Korea thinks those are strategic. Mongolia wants all of that. Oryat wants those and thinks these are strategic. Ming's happy. They want those and they feel those are strategic as well. So what I'm going to actually do is say, I want this, 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 and this. And that. I plan on having all of Yeren. Is this also part of Yeren? It is. So I'll go ahead and get that one too. So my ambitions are to conquer Yeren. So if I go ahead in here and I say, I want to declare war on Yeren. Stop placating Ming for right now. I can say, hey, Korchin isn't ambitious enough to want any of that land. Well, crap. How many troops does Yeren have? 13,000. Of course they do. Of course they do. I think taking one loan out isn't going to be that bad. So we will take one loan. So we can get another guy there. And another guy there. So I would like to have full cav. Because I can afford it. I mean, I can support it. I can have up to 100% cav. I just can't afford to have 100% cav right now. I don't have the income to be able to do that. But we will get these just because it's going to help us out. Lose prestige, tribes gain loyalty, gain money, tribes lose loyalty. I would rather the tribes be more loyal. That's another thing, estates. You know, have this thing called tribes. So they will give you different influence things depending on how you do it. And actually, looking at it, I think we could make the tribes slightly more influential. If we gave them like this one. So increases 62. Yeah, that'll be fine. See, now they are green, so now we get cavalry combat cost. I mean, cavalry cost minus 15%. So that's both for training them, and I think that's also for maintaining them. It's going to make these quite cheaper. We also get the plus 15% manpower recovery, which is nice, but you don't want them to get 80 or above, because then you start taking a disaster. So you do have to dance that line. In between 60 and 75 is fine. You get anything above 75, you really need to start taking away provinces from them, because once they hit 80, your disaster will automatically start ticking. So let's go ahead and try and see. I'm not going to roll that guy, because he's actually really good. We actually got a decent general. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and declare war. Fortune's still not willing to join us. So, yeah, see, they don't view any of their land as interesting. So they don't really care to help. Anyway. It's going to make wars difficult, honestly. Because now you basically have to make sure you're only calling in people who also want things from the war, because otherwise they probably won't help you unless you have earned favors from them. Because there is this new thing, if you look here, it's favors. We will gain a favor every 2 years. The amount of years needed to gain a favor depends on the relative strength of our country to theirs. Favors is a measure of how much they owe us for good deeds and how much we've done. And Favors is a measure of what they owe us for good deeds we have done in the past for them, such as helping in wars, giving territory. They want in our own wars. Anyway, you need favors to call them to war. I'm not going to continue trying to read that because I'm literally sounding like an idiot right now. What's his army at now? Still 13,000. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go to war over Bori, and we're going to go. We're going to go straight to Bori. Ohori. Get that ticking war score going. We're going to be there pretty soon. 7th of September. Alright, and this is mountains, so we can go ahead and sit here in the mountains and we will be fine. He's going to Kuru, so I could take one guy, send him up to Durin, just get a little extra siege thing going. Might distract him, send him back up to his capital, try and get this guy. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Nope, doesn't look like it. That's fine also. He does have way more ships than I do, because, you know, the AI, they always end up being really, really freaking powerful. He has a siege pip as well, so that kind of sucks. See, mine's inland, so I'm not going to get the... See, I get a penalty because he can still get things in through the sea, where he doesn't have that penalty because he still can get things from the sea. So that's unfortunate. But it means when I take this, it's going to be way harder for him to take it back as well, because then I can get things in through the sea. Meantime, I'm just going to siege all of his stuff. If he's just going to sit down there in my capital, whatever. I'll sit here up in your capital. We'll do the capital to capital battle. In the meantime, I'm just going to siege all of your stuff so you can't afford anything. Alright. See, he's already positive 14, where I'm still at negative 28. Look, I'm at 3, he's at 7. So he definitely gets a better, because he doesn't have this -2 penalty here, he just has the +1. So he's literally sitting at 0 chance. I'm sitting at -2 chance. But if I can break his walls down, then it's definitely going to help out quite a bit. Right now he is losing a lot of war enthusiasm because his entire country is occupied besides his capital. Sweet, we got the breached walls. See, so this breached walls, now we're only at -1. So that's going to help us get up, but I think he's going to get my capital soon. Yep. Now since he holds my capital, I'm sitting really, really low in my enthusiasm. But if I can get his capital... How many do I think I only need 3 people to siege that down. He's gonna sit in Kuru. I mean, that's fine. Kuru is not really that important to my progress in this war. If I have your capital and the war goal, it's like, while you may own my capital, I still have the rest of my nation there. might be able to get this war done without ever actually fighting a battle. Although I think if I want his entire country, I'm going to have to fight a battle. If we get it this time, it's going to be great. Really going to help us out a lot. There we go. Now what we do, make a run straight for our own capital. If we can get our capital back, it's gonna be great. He's gonna try and come down here and meet us. I can be in Bergia on the 30th. He's gonna be there on the 27th. So no, we're not gonna go in and attack him. We can sit here in Kuru. I can't detach while I'm gonna siege you. Only when I'm in the army view can I detach using D. So it's like this shortcut's got a little screwed up. I can be there on the 21st, he'll be there on the 24th. I'm willing to do that because I'm gonna beat him. 21st, 24th. Yep. Because it's gonna be in the mountains defending. Oh, you're a jerk. You're such a jerk. Really? Another negative stability one? Wow. I am not getting lucky with my stability things right now. Just bump it up to that. Freaking stupid, man.